Welcome back, guys. We're in part 3 in our vehicle maintenance on the MQB platform. Today, over to my right, we're going to be knocking out a rear differential service or the Haldex service. If you have an all-wheel drive vehicle, we have to service it. If you don't have an all-wheel drive vehicle, this video is not for you and you could skip right on to number 4. Other than that, guys, let's get right into it. The first step in servicing your Haldex system, you need to get the vehicle up to operating temperature. Go take it for a 20 to 30 minute drive, make sure all fluids are nice and warm so they come out a little quicker. So to break it down for you guys so you understand what bolts go to what, this bolt right here and this bolt right here are for the Haldex system. Now the bolt right here and the bolt right back here, this is for the rear differential. These are two separate units. They use two different fluids. Pick under there. All right. And go ahead and insert the screw so you don't get leaked down the whole time that you're trying to undo this connector real quick. Next up, guys, we need to remove the connector from the Haldex system. It's right up top here. It's not easy to get to. It's kind of like the normal VAG connectors where we gotta pull in, press the back of it, and pull out. Though I know it's not gonna be easy as that, so. Oh, I got it off, guys. Holy smokes. So you guys see I use this tool to come back here to pry under it, not too excessive, and then I wiggled it and now it's off. So when you guys are under here, you're gonna see the harness comes from right here to the other side. So you're gonna stick this flathead up here. Don't stare up there because you're gonna get dirt in your eyes. You're gonna pry that harness off like that. Come on this side. There we go, harness is off. Again, do not look directly up. You're gonna get dirt in your eyes. There we go. Next up, we got two 10mm screws that we'll remove and grab you're gonna need a bucket under here because the fluids are gonna come out. There you go, guys. CSC, here's the harness I was talking about. Deteriorating itself. So here's the filter. So you guys see, here's the dirt. We're gonna blow all this out. See, the filter's not too bad. Oop, caught it. Filter's not too bad. Definitely excessive amount of dirt in there. We're gonna look inside the pump and clean everything out of there as well. All right, guys, see inside the pump here? I'm actually gonna clean this out as well. Don't know what's going on there, but just need to clean it up. Be careful not to put anything into the ports and just being methodical about your cleanliness during this. I just pulled this out of the pump. Just looks like old fluid. This is what it breaks down to, is a gel. So it's a good thing I tackled this because it looks like they didn't perform this maintenance. I believe it's supposed to be at 35,000. People say every 2 oil changes, but you know, it's up to you. You can see mine's at 58,000 miles and this stuff's in there. So tackling it ahead of time might save you. All right, guys, time to install the new O-rings. So I'm gonna grab a little fluid from the housing. Just gonna go around with this right here, lube her up real nice. All right, cool. Biggest thing is to get this harness back where it was. That'll be the fun part. Wiggle it in there. Be gentle, it's an O-ring. Now that the pump is installed, let's get these bolts back in. Next, we need to torque these down, guys. This is 9.5 Newton meters, or you call it 10, whatever you want to do. There we go, perfect. Now that the pump is installed, we get the bolts all torqued down. It's time to orientate this harness I know it's gonna be hard for you guys to guesstimate what's going on here, but obviously they need to go back in the hole. Nice, cool. I don't know if you guys saw, but I used the flathead down below here. Boom, pushed in right here, and pushed in right here. Not too hard. Now let's hook the connector back up. You see it right there? There we go. You guys hear that click? That means it's nice and snugged in tight. Make sure on the drain bolt that it's a clean mating surface. And then go ahead and put the bolt back in and we're gonna tighten it up. All right, so the tool we're using today is what we use to fill up the DSG unit. This is the ATF filler, fluid filler. So I have this nice extension here. Don't know how it's gonna go. It does not fit in that hole very nicely, but let's give it a shot here. So I already built up the pressure. I'm gonna stick it into the hole here and let her flow. So you guys can see I did a little adapter here for some vacuum lines. It just wasn't going in smoothly, so this will actually go inside the hole and I can turn that baby up. Here we go. All right guys, the rear diff is full. Finally, it took about 1.5 quarts. Let that drain just a little bit. Don't want too much. This bolt is also 15 Newton meters. There we go. The rear diff is filled up. Go ahead and clean it down. This is a 5mm Allen. Now that that's cracked, we can go ahead and remove that. Go ahead and throw it away. We're gonna put a brand new bolt and washer on it. So to undo the drain bolt is an 8mm Allen. Now that all the fluid is drained from the Haldex system, clean the mating surface here. We're gonna go ahead and install our new 8mm drain plug bolt right here. We're gonna leave it loose and then torque it down. All right. Torque spec on the drain bolt is 32 Newton meters. There we go. Now we'll do the last of the filling. Now that we have both the rear diff and the Haldex filled up, I'm actually gonna drive the car in gear just to make sure the fluids are full. The biggest one I'm focusing on is the Haldex system. We need to make sure that it's up to operating temperature before we can actually take a measurement. So you guys can see that the Haldex needs to be between 20 and 30 Celsius. We are at the exact temperature to actually take a reading. But I'm gonna run it through the gears just to say I did. I wanna make sure that there is enough fluid than not enough. Now that I've driven the car through the gears, I wanna make sure that we still have proper fluid level. So I'm gonna pull this out and see if anything drains. All right, see that nothing came out, guys? That's physical proof that we had air bubbles in the Haldex system. Now we need to fill it up just a little bit more. Alrighty, now that's full. Let's go ahead and torque that down. That is 15 Newton meters as well. There we go, guys. Great job, guys, on knocking out your Haldex system and the rear differential. You guys are killing it with the fluid changes, but we still have one more to go. That's right, we have to do the front differential. So we'll be knocking that out in our next video in our A3 MQB series. Until next time, guys, stay tuned.
pop.